Hi, I'm Anandita Anand. I am a personal growth coach, a therapist, and a trainer with various organizations. I think it's amazing that Girl Up in Hara has invited me and we're talking about mental health today. So I'm really happy and excited about this. So before I talk about this word mental health, I would like to talk about this word health. So what does health mean basically? Health is a very simple English word which actually means whatever your current state of being is. जिस भी state या experience में आप currently हो, that is what is the meaning of health. So according to that, physical health means whatever your current state of body is, whatever your body is currently experiencing. So it could be headache, that's a part of your physical health. It could be digestion, that's a part of your physical health. Your hemoglobin is actually a part of your physical health. You're energetic, that's physical health. You're in pain, that's physical health. So similarly, the word mental health is also very simple and a very neutral term. The word mental health actually means, the word mental comes from the word mind. And that's why mental health means whatever your mind is in current state of, or whatever you are currently experiencing mentally, which is all thoughts, all emotions will come into it. तो basically अगर आप इस वक्त anxiety experience कर रहे हैं, that's mental health. If you're experiencing happiness, that's mental health. If you are experiencing a lot of thoughts, that's mental health. If you're feeling calm, that's also mental health. So whatever your mind is experiencing currently, that is mental health. Now to me, mental health doesn't mean actually the absence of a mental illness or the presence of a lot of happiness or a lot of excitement. Actually for me, mental health means inclusion of all thoughts and all emotions that a person can experience. It actually means allowing whatever you're feeling right now to be there and eventually in the process learning to cope with various challenges. So mental health is actually a very neutral and a very inclusive term for me, which means आप जो भी experience कर रहे हैं, आप जो भी सोच रहे हैं, जितने thoughts आ रहे हैं, जितने emotions आ रहे हैं, वो सब इस वक्त आपके mind का हिस्सा है. So that is what mental health means, and it is a very inclusive term for me. So when it comes to this term called mental illness, this first of all I agree is a little bit of a scary word to think about or to even think that okay, I might be going through a mental illness. So how do you understand whether or not you have mental illness or not is basically various mental health professionals will agree with me, and this is how we usually get to a diagnosis that all emotions are part of a human being. It's not possible कि कभी भी किसी को डर ही नहीं लग रहा होगा या कभी भी कोई खुशी नहीं हो रहा होगा या लो मूड नहीं हो रहा होगा. So all of us are going through this every day in our lives. But how do we conclude that whether now I have a mental illness or not? I'd like to talk about certain do's and don'ts first of all. सबसे पहले when we diagnose somebody or when somebody or if somebody wants to get an assurance whether they have it or not, the first thing that an illness, any physical or mental, would impact your functionality. आप डेली जितने काम कर रहे थे, जिन लोगों से मिल रहे थे, जिस रूटीन में आप थे, वो एक किस्म से डिस्ट्रक्ट हो जाता है. काम करने का मन नहीं करता या किसी ना किसी काम में आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी लो होने लगती है, आपके ऑक्यूपेशन में आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी लो होने लगती है. पहले जो काम उतनी एफिशिएंटली कर रहे थे, बिकॉज ऑफ दीज इमोशंस एंड थॉट्स, नाउ यू आर नॉट एबल टू डू इट. सो व्हेन अ पर्टिकुलर थॉट or an emotion gets so prolonged that now it has started affecting your functionality, you can definitely seek a mental health professional's help and ask them whether or not do you have a diagnosis of a mental illness or not. Actually, I'd not like to use this word illness, I'd like to use the word mental health condition which is impacting your functionality. So definitely, so people who have a little bit of a doubt that whether or not they have it, first of all, definitely please go and seek help of a psychiatrist or a psychologist and ask them various questions openly and as many as you can to be assured whatever you're going through. Second, I would really like to say that please refrain from Googling. I think Google has a lot of information, and because it has a lot of information, we cannot filter or we cannot control what you will go and read. So it may have a lot of information, and when you read, a lot of it might start relating. So you might end up misdiagnosing or overdiagnosing yourself. So I would highly recommend for everybody to refrain from doing that. Or if you know somebody who has been diagnosed, even if you will ask them and if you share your experience, you might relate to them, but still the first step always has to be seeking help of a professional. Working in the field of mental health or emotional health actually requires for a professional to make genuine human connection with your client. And if you're making a genuine human connection with your client so that you can guide them or facilitate their growth or you can help them through an experience, you definitely start feeling their emotions, you start feeling a lot of empathy for them. And if you ask about me, so I work with a lot of cases of sexual abuse, I work with cases of domestic violence, I've worked with cases of relationships that have been harmful for people, and now I don't know what category they would come under. So basically, I've worked with so many experiences, and at the end of the day, it does impact you a little bit. So as a mental health professional or as somebody in this field, I think the first thing that one professional needs to do is work on their emotional health and their own mental health regularly, seek a therapy session themselves through somebody else if they require, and I do that myself too. So there have been times when I'm working with a case of sexual abuse or with a sexual abuse survivor, and for that week I refrain from taking any other therapy at all because I'm completely into it and all my energy is going into it. So at the end of the day, definitely, if you're working with somebody and if you're completely in a connection with them and if you're in this profession, it does impact you at the end of the day. That is why I think, as I said, it's very, very important that all of us take care of our emotional health and our mental health as well. So now when I actually think about awareness about mental health, I think it makes me extremely happy. क्योंकि from 10 years back where mental health और mind was a very hush topic, जहाँ पे हम उतनी बात भी नहीं करते थे इस बारे में, from there till here, जहाँ पे there are so many campaigns that are happening, so many flash mobs that are happening, so many workshops are happening, and people have finally started talking about mind as if it is a part of our body as much as any other organ of our body. तो अब सबसे खुशी की बात मेरे लिए जो होती है वो ये होती है कि जितना हम अपनी डाइजेशन के बारे में, स्किन के बारे में, एनर्जी लेवल्स के बारे में, हीमोग्लोबिन के बारे में, इम्यूनिटी के बारे में सोचने लगे हैं, उतना ही ज्यादा अब हम अपनी मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में सोचने लगे हैं, उसकी तरफ ध्यान देने लग गए हैं. एंड थैंक्स टू सो मेनी प्रोफेशनल्स एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस एंड एनजीओज जो अब इस फील्ड में काम कर रहे हैं. आई थिंक लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस की बात अगर मैं करूँ तो अब शायद लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस से ज्यादा आई थिंक लैक ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन भी है, where people are a little confused I think कि whether at all मैं थेरेपी जाऊँ या नहीं, मेरा इशू बहुत छोटा तो नहीं है, या मेरे लिए कौन सा मेंटल हेल्थ प्रोफेशनल बना हुआ है, what kind of therapy should I go for, what exactly does therapy do, या साइकाइट्रिस्ट क्या करता है, मैं दवाई लूंगा या ले लूंगी तो कहीं मुझे एडिक्शन तो नहीं हो जाएगी, या कहीं वो मुझे जबरदस्ती डायग्नोज तो नहीं कर देंगे. सो आई थिंक नाउ देयर इज अ नीड वेयर इन सब चीजों के बारे में आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ अस नीड टू कम टुगेदर. सो आई थिंक सबसे पहले मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी दैट विच इज वन थिंग दैट आई टेल एवरीबडी व्हेन दे आस्क मी दैट एग्जैक्टली थेरेपी जाना क्यों है, या मेरा तो इशू भी इतना बड़ा नहीं है तो मैं थेरेपी क्यों जाऊं, या मुझे नहीं लगता कि मुझे जरूरत है. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग एक्चुअली आई वुड लाइक टू टॉक अबाउट ट्रीटमेंट इज दैट जब हमें स्कूल में 9th 10th में 5th 6th 4th में अगर हम लोगों को मैथ्स नहीं आती थी तो हम क्या करते थे, हम ट्यूशन जाते थे. इंग्लिश ग्रामर नहीं आती थी, हम क्या करते थे, हम ट्यूशन जाते थे. सो व्हेन हमें पढ़ाई में कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, या इवन इफ हमें ड्राइविंग सीखनी होती है, हम ड्राइविंग स्कूल जा सकते हैं ताकि जो हमारी महंगी गाड़ी है वो हम ठोक नहीं दें, हम ढंग से चलाएं. तो इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो हमारे इमोशंस और थॉट्स हैं, जो हमें यूजुअली स्कूल में कैसे चलाने हैं या कैसे मैनेज करने हैं, नहीं सिखाया जाता. तो अगर हमारी लाइफ में अब वो थॉट्स या कुछ इमोशंस ऐसे हैं जो अभी हमें मैनेज करने नहीं आते, so what is the problem of actually going and seeking therapy? So therapists are basically just tutors or emotional tutors or coaches that will help you actually just manage your own emotions independently throughout your life yourself. So I think it's a brilliant idea इफ यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन विद यू, या अगर आपको कोई इमोशन या थॉट्स नहीं मैनेज करनी आ रही हैं, it's absolutely great idea to go to a therapist. Second, if you feel that the functionality, जैसा मैंने कहा था, बहुत affect हो रही है and it's becoming difficult for you to actually go to work or have a social life that you usually used to have, definitely go to a psychiatrist. There are a lot of myths about psychiatry that medication से कहीं मुझे नशा तो नहीं हो जाएगा, मुझे addiction तो नहीं हो जाएगी. Actually go and seek help of a good psychiatrist and ask as many questions as you can about medication before starting your medication, and definitely it will help you. So, असर कब दिखना शुरू होगा? Usually it depends person to person. There can be no one answer. Mind is a supremely complex mechanism that we have, and every person has a different mind. कुछ लोगों को 4 सेशंस में फर्क दिख जाता है, कुछ लोग 4 साल थेरेपी करा रहे हैं. Both of it is absolutely alright as long as you regain your functionality and you keep working on yourself for your own personal growth. So I think definitely that. And कैसे पता चलेगा कि थेरेपी या ट्रीटमेंट काम कर रहा है या नहीं? You will slowly, even if it will there be a 1% change or a 10% change or a 20% change, eventually you will start seeing that जितनी आपको वो चीजें पहले अफेक्ट करती थी, you have built a coping for them maybe, or you will start seeing that actually you start building resilience, you start actually coping with challenges much better. Yes, it is a time consuming thing and it takes effort. तो अगर आपकी मेंटल हेल्थ है, अगर आपके इमोशंस हैं, अगर आपकी थॉट्स हैं, तो थोड़ी मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. So a professional can only teach you techniques. You will have to regularly practice it on yourself. As long as there is even 1% growth, I think it's growth, and I think that's a great thing to have.